Panel glue's had plenty of time to sit, now we gotta grind this out of the seam.
You don't want to use fillers over the excess glue. It won't stick anyway, and it'll probably show through your repairs. Just grind it out with a stripping disc or a sander.
Next, we will use some fiberglass filler to fill in the seam we've created. First, we have to prep the whole surface with 50 grit to give it the proper tooth it needs.
Tooth means deep scratches for your filler to grab onto. Without it, your filler could just fall out.
I'm using a ribbon of hardener over my filler. This is a safe way to get enough catalyst in the mix without getting too much. Now we'll let that dry, which should take about 10 minutes. After that, I use 80 grit paper on a hand block to level it out. Polyester filler is much finer than the fiberglass and will give us a smooth, level surface to prime and block for paint.
Bondo gets a bad rap sometimes, but when you use it properly and no more than a 1/4 inch thick, it'll last the life of the vehicle, probably a lot more. Taking your time on the metal work makes all these steps a lot easier.
This filler is really finishing putty. It sets up quick. You can feel it and tell if it's ready to sand by using a little pressure with the fingernail. When it feels solid, it'll probably powder nicely when you block it down. I'll start with 80 grit and just shape the top. We got everything to prep and paint our truck from our good friends at Auto Body Color and Supply, and it only cost us about $350. We'll use a little powdered guide coat to see our high and low spots. Then switch to 180 grit to finish blocking for primer.
Now it's prime time. Normally you'd mask up the truck, suit up, and spray the primer on. But this, you just roll it on. This is PPG's SX1060 rollable primer. It's easy to use, but don't be a mad scientist. Use the recommended ratio of 4 parts primer to 1 part hardener, then blend together. This is not just a metal coating. This is a primer surfacer which is designed to be sanded and leveled after it dries. Most spray primers will end up at about 4 to 6 millimeters thick after 3 or 4 coats. This stuff is no different. All right, this primer takes a few hours to dry in the open air, but 10 minutes if you've got one of these infrared cure lamps. So, while you guys take a break, we're gonna go ahead and finish up the body work and get this ready for the paint job. Oh yeah, that looks good.